Okay, let's talk about the hiring process. I mean, we've all been there, right? On one side of the desk or the other. It seems pretty simple on the surface. You post a job, you find the right person. But what happens when that right person turns out to be a complete disaster? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on that whole system to figure it out. So picture this. You just landed a great new job. You're excited, you're ready to go. But after just 1 week, you start noticing things. Your new colleague seems, well, totally lost. The team chemistry is just off. It's a mess. You start wondering, who's to blame here? Is it the new employee? Was it the person who interviewed them? Or is the problem much, much bigger than just one person? And here's the thing that might surprise you. In the world of human resources, the problem is almost never just the person. Most hiring disasters, the ones that cause all that chaos, they actually start way, way before a single candidate even walks in the door for an interview.
Okay, so if the problem isn't the person, but the whole process, where do we even begin to fix it? Well, you have to start at the very beginning, with what's basically the blueprint for the entire hire: workforce planning. This is the foundation everything else is built on.
You see, hiring isn't just one event. It's more like an obstacle course. This whole process is a series of hurdles, and each one is designed to filter out applicants until you're left with the best possible person for the job. And it all kicks off with that critical first step we just mentioned, the planning. So, what exactly is workforce planning? It's not about looking into a crystal ball. It's about smart, strategic forecasting. It's the company taking a step back and asking, okay, what skills are we going to need in the next 1, 2, or even 5 years? And how many people with those skills do we need? It's all about spotting those potential gaps, whether you're going to have too many people or not enough, before it becomes a real crisis. And why is all this planning so important? Because, let me tell you, a bad hire is an absolute catastrophe. We're not just talking about a wasted salary. Think about it. It's a domino effect. You've got costly mistakes, team morale plummets because everyone else has to pick up the slack, and then you have to go through the whole exhausting recruitment process all over again. The cost, both financially and culturally, is just huge. So once you know what you're looking for, the real hunt begins. But where do you even start looking? This leads every company to a major fork in the road. Do you promote from within, or do you go looking for fresh talent outside the company? And this is a classic trade-off, really. On one hand, promoting internally is awesome for morale, it's cheaper, and you already know the person is a good culture fit. But the downside? It can sometimes lead to groupthink and maybe some resentment from those who get passed over. On the other hand, bringing in an external person injects new ideas and skills, but it's expensive, it takes forever, and it's always a bit of a gamble. There's no single right answer here. And you can really see the two different worlds here. Over on the left, that's the internal route. You've got your promotions, your transfers, maybe an internal job board. It's all very familiar. But then on the right, you've got the huge, wide world of external recruiting. Think LinkedIn, career fairs, online job boards, headhunters, the whole shebang. Two totally different playbooks. All right, so you've done your planning, you've decided where to look, and now you've got a pool of candidates. This is where the main event begins, the selection process. We're back to those hurdles, and it's time to see who makes it through. To find that perfect fit, companies use a whole toolkit to get a 360-degree view of a candidate. It starts with screening resumes, of course. Then you move to interviews to see if their personality clicks with the team. After that, you might get into more specific tests, like cognitive tests to see how they solve problems, or even work samples, where they have to show you what they can do. And, of course, you finish up with background checks. Each step is just peeling back another layer of the onion. So, after all this planning, all this searching, and all this testing, what's the ultimate goal? I mean, it's not just about getting a warm body in an empty chair. The whole point is to build a team that works well together, performs at a high level, and is actually built to last. And this quote, this really puts it all in perspective. A hiring decision isn't just a business transaction. It's something that can seriously impact a company's ability to compete. But more than that, it has a massive effect on the applicant's life. The stakes are just incredibly high for everyone involved. So remember that chaotic, mismatched team we talked about at the very beginning? Well, here's the cure. When you have strong planning, effective recruitment, and an accurate selection process all working together, you get what the experts call sustainable performance. That's the real secret sauce. It's the difference between a team that just gets by and a team that absolutely thrives. So, now that you've seen what goes on behind the scenes, the whole system, think about it. The next time you apply for a job or the next time you look at your own team at work, is it going to change how you see things? I bet it will.